Hey guys, we're doing a bigger project today. This styrofoam mannequin head came from Walmart. They're a little over $5. I've never worked one before. God, I can't talk today already. Yeah, I'm trying to cut the head in half. I was like, it might be safer to do that off camera. So basically, I just took my knife, cut her head in half, and then I'm going to save the other half. Not going to get rid of it. I can use it in different projects. I'm going over with Mod Podge to kind of fill in the holes, like the styrofoam, because I really didn't want it to look like styrofoam in the end. So that's why I'm doing that. Trying to fill in those little holes the best I can. Now the back, I just sprayed with some hairspray to kind of control that stuff from falling apart. You know what I mean? This is face paint. It's actually the color of like skin. I think it came from Amazon. I will look. If I can find it, I will put it in the description box. I've had it for a long time. And I don't use it too often, but it was actually perfect for this project. So I was happy about that. Excuse me, y'all. So we're just going to paint the entire thing in this skin color. Hopefully I can find this for you. If I can't find this same exact brand, I'll see what I can do. This is Salem Blue, and we are going to give her some eyeshadow. Because I guess with these, you could either make their eyes open or close. I chose close because this is a fall piece, and I wanted it more on like the peaceful side. You know what I mean? Like she's like just resting her eyes for a little bit. She's chilling. Oh my goodness. So just giving her some blue eyeshadow. I don't know about anybody else, but I really like blue with fall colors. I just really do. You have to let me know if you do too. I just think it goes really well with the oranges and the yellow. You know what I mean? Gosh. Really been struggling with my throat lately. Hopefully your guys' weekend is being okay. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's bigger, it's different, and sometimes it's risky doing things like this, but I don't know. Hopefully it pays off and you guys enjoy it. So now this is Rose Gold Glitter from Rust-Oleum, and I'm going to go over her eyeshadow to give it a really pretty shimmer. Now, if you choose to do something like this, you could make it look like her eyes are open. You can do different color eyeshadow. You don't have to do exactly what I do. If you want to, that's cool. That's awesome. It's up to you. You know what I mean? This is just for inspiration. I hope you do leave. If you watch the video, I hope you leave feeling inspired and see what you can come up with. So she's getting a nice pretty shimmer. Yesterday I got to go out to lunch with a friend, so that was really nice. It was a nice little break and a breather. Really nice. And there we go. Now we're going to do hair, okay? Now, I'm not perfect. I'm not an artist, but I did the best I could. So I'm going to make her like a swoop across her forehead. Like her bangs are kind of laying there. So we're using Java chalk paint. So it's like a really dark brown. And we're going to do that first. And then we'll go in, add some highlights. Trying to make it look like hair the best I can. You guys will see. So I got the highlights on. I got like a caramely color. and like a copper color, and I watered down my Java paint. And I'm going over that because it'll actually like help blend it in, and then those highlights won't have like harsh lines. You know what I mean? I thought I showed doing my highlights, so I guess I must have not have been recording. I'm sorry about that, but it's easy. Just make some lines. You know what I mean? Whatever color hair you want. See how it's kind of like fading those highlights a little bit? So it's just the Java just watered down really well. That's it. You'll have to let me know what you think. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, my video is backwards. No wonder. Lord help. Okay, well, here's the highlights. I'm sorry. I was like, now I could have swore. See, I'm just doing some swooshy lines. That's it. Too easy. Just thin ones, thick ones, whatever you want to do. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, y'all. See, it's like a carpal. Oh my goodness, y'all. I quit. Copper. And then the other's like kind of like a caramely look. I should just fire myself. It's Sunday though, I guess. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Sorry I got this backwards. At least you get to see it, right? Now we are going to add they're like little tiny gold gems. I got these at Dollar Tree like 2 years ago. I honestly don't know if they still sell them. I haven't bought any more in a while because I've had these, you know what I mean? So I'm adding a line of glue at the top of her eyeshadow, and then we're going to add our little gems on there. I really got to get me one of those little gem picker-upper things because my fingers were like making me struggle a little bit. But I made it through, got it done. Because I wanted some bling in this fall project. So, yeah. And these are so tiny, it's like, it makes you want to say a few choice words. But I didn't. I did good. Just using my needle from my glue to kind of help me get those in line where I wanted them. That's Barely Art Glue. I love it. A lot of people use it for like paper crafts, but I use it for other things too, and it works out okay. Here we go. We're going to give her some smoochy lips. Now, that was the only struggle, was their lips are so weird on these mannequins. I was like, I don't even know where to do my lining, but I think it came out okay in the end. I do end up adding 2 layers. And also with the face, I kept adding, like I would add a layer of the skin color, let it dry, add another one until it was as smooth as I liked. You know what I mean? I knew I wasn't going to be able to get all those tiny little holes gone, but I did the best I could. So I just kept adding layer and layer until I was satisfied. See, we're just giving her some smoochy lips. Now this, I regret. I shouldn't have done it. I was trying to give her blush, but it did not work well in that paint, y'all. It was like blotchy. So I just went back over it with my skin color. I didn't like it. Did not like it. See, I was like, oh, looks like she got like a bad spray tan. Like, this is not gonna work. So yeah, I went back over it and then it was fine. So yeah, don't recommend that at all. It does not blend. Now this piece I've had for a while. I had painted it pink, but I thought it would be perfect for this DIY. So we're going to go in with some linen white Rust-Oleum chalk paint and paint the entire piece. That's going to be our base color. And I did 2 layers. So this is a chalkboard. I think I got it from a thrift store or Goodwill. I think so. Excuse me. So we're just going to give that 2 good coats. Now my vision was I wanted this to look like a blue sky with white clouds like popping through it. I feel like I succeeded in that. You guys want to tell me? This is Elmer's school glue. This is my favorite way of making cracks. You know what I mean? In the paint. Some people I've heard use hairspray. Some use Vaseline. This is just my go-to. It's easier for me. It's, you know what I mean? It's my favorite. So we're going to put school glue over the entire piece. And then I'm going to like paint it on, you know what I mean? So it's smooth. And then I'll show you the blue that we're going to do. It's really pretty. It's called Crystal Blue Chalk Paint. I think it came from Walmart. Now we're going to go the entire piece while that glue's still wet. Well, I do. So I think some people let it dry. I don't see it. I never really had to. I never had an issue with the cracks. But, you know, everybody's got their own personal preference. And, you know, I appreciate that. So do whatever feels easiest and best for you. So we're just going over this 1 layer with this pretty blue. And then what I like to do, you can let it air dry. I just pull out my blow dryer and make the process a little bit faster. And it works just fine. Okay, I might have made another boo-boo. I'm not sure. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to Mod Podge her entire head. And because okay, here's a secret. I don't like dolls. I'm terrified of dolls, and especially porcelain. But for this DIY, I kind of wanted her to have that porcelain look, that shiny, like glass look. You know what I mean? Porcelain. I don't know if that's the same thing as glass. But see how I know it's still drying here, but see how that white's popping through and it looks like a little bit of the clouds? Y'all, I'm a mess today with this voiceover. Okay, we're using wood glue, and we are putting it on the back of that head because I didn't want to waste a ton of hot glue, and I felt like it would have dried faster than I could get my head on there. Now, all these florals you're seeing, these picks came from Dollar Tree, every single one of them. So we're kind of giving her like, what do you call it? Like a big old floral headband. I'm not good with florals. I do my best, but I think I did okay. I try to listen to what other people say and, you know what I mean, do my own little take the best I can. Yeah. See how that blue and white just really makes that orange and yellow pop? I just love it. I really do. So I'm just trying to figure out where I want to sit things and situate things. You know, I've learned from people on YouTube, like what you do on one side, do to the other. So it like, I don't know the word. Is it coincides? Oh, I give up. Isn't that kind of cool, though? It reminds me of, like, was it flappers? Those flappers, was that back in the 30s, 40s? That's what it kind of started to remind me of. Those flapper ladies. I don't know, I just started getting those vibes. I'm not gonna lie, doing the florals was like so much easier off camera. So I do show a little bit. I go off camera. I finish like decorating her head. I do show you a little bit more of the decorating because I didn't want, not show any of it. You know what I mean? And y'all, I don't know if anybody else is struggling with flies, but oh my gosh, this summer they've been terrible. Yeah, making me bonkers, y'all, making me bonkers. Yeah, I'm just adding them where I think it looks good. Now see how I added the little beading around her neck, and I don't know what those are called. They're like little berry things, picks. So I added those in the top of her head. I added them around her neck. We're adding some pumpkins, some leaves, because we want that green in there too. I think it helps bring it out more. That's my opinion, though. You don't have to do greenery if you don't want. I think my favorite, I just love the way her eyes look with those gems on there. Now this stuff came from Dollar Tree. Is it mesh tubing? Is that what it's called, y'all? I have a bunch of it from Dollar Tree, and I use it every once in a while. So I put that throughout the top of her head too. I'm sorry about that. I had to reach for a glue stick. Yeah, I spread it out on top of her head with the flowers, and then I'm adding some at the bottom. And I didn't show this on camera, it was a last minute idea. This bow came out of a yard sale from my neighbor. She had a bunch, so I got all that she had. And we're going to create her a necklace. And we're going to then add our bow. So these are like those half-back pearls. They were with the gold gems. So we're going to add her a necklace. And then add that bow that you just saw. I wanted her to have a little bit more bling. And I'm just using that Barely Art glue. But you see the detail that's going around the frame? I have some it's called pure gold metallic paint. And I decided last minute to brush that along, that detail. Because in the end I was like, she is pretty, but the frame needed something. See how she's got a little cross necklace? I love that. Now here's the bow. I do decide to trim down the tails. They were just too long for me. But like I said, when you're doing your project, you do it however you wish. And we're just going to add a white pumpkin in with our bow. Y'all, if I have to clear my throat one more time. I forgot my drink downstairs. So now I'm just fluffing it out the best I can. And here we go. You see how that detail? It's got that gold. And there's her necklace. Oh, I love her necklace. But there's that gold. And I think that really helped to bring it all together. But that, again, that's my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry this voiceover was crazy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And I hope you guys have a great week. Bye, y'all.